Hey, what's up, everybody? I'll make this really quick for once in my life. Seriously, this time. Just went to church at Southeast Christian at 9 o'clock, or actually more like 11 ish. I went to the 11 o'clock service, and I can't remember what happened when I was talking to one of my brothers in Christ, and we support each other. I've got his number and stuff, and his son, he used to play World of Warcraft, doesn't anymore, but his son plays, so we got that in common. Um, but anyway, he was telling me something. We're talking about something, and before, we were conversing, and I paused and let him talk, and he said something, but what he said was literally in my mind, that was on my heart, that the Spirit was convicting me with, and he said verbatim what I was thinking, and I was like, "Get out of my head." And then just now at the Spanish church, it was supposed to be at 12. I got here, but I got here at like 1 something. But the service runs from like 12 to 2. And my interpreter friend, or one of them, was interpreting, and I don't remember the interaction exactly. I don't know if he was asking me a question or if he was the pastor. Oh, the pastor was saying something he was interpreting, and then as he was interpreting, I had the thought come in my mind, God doesn't lie. And right as I was thinking it, the next thing that my interpreter said was, God doesn't lie. But he wasn't talking like in the form of the pastor. He was like, it was basically just another thing of like getting affirmation of something that you were already had on your heart, on your spirit, that was you needed an answer on at that time. Is basically the thing that the Lord needed to communicate to you that day. And don't think that I just had this epiphany. Thank you, Lord. But don't think that just because, don't think that you need to go a certain amount of days in church. Like the first and second week you go to church of the month, you really should be going multiple times. That's why I go to 2 churches. There's actually another church, On Fire Church. I can't remember what it's called, but I went there too with another coworker from a different job, and I'm gonna go there. And she's a woman of God. Her name is Angela. Well, they're peeling out. They got to go somewhere, but I'm gonna go there. I can't do it today, but I'm gonna go probably next week, or I'll go sometime. And I just realized that I'll be at 3 different churches, and that's 3, the Holy Trinity. I thought about it going and stuff. I just didn't actually get to that point, just because I've been going to these 2 and been trying to not overwhelm myself. But oh Lord. So yeah, you know, the Lord, especially when you go to church, you're in His house, and He knows what you need help on. So every time you go, it's happening. It's just, are your eyes open? Is your spirit ready to? Is your Holy Spirit receiver on? And are you listening? You know what I mean? I did want to say one thing. Jesus says to the yoke of the Lord is calming or gentle. The yoke of the Lord is gentle. Lay your burdens on Him, because the Lord's burdens are light. Something like that. I'm only at the book of Genesis where Cain killed Abel. I only know like 3%, or I probably like 1% of the scriptures. So forgive me for my ignorance. But and I was thinking, like, you always tell people, "Oh, just let it go." That's not what you need to do. What the Lord was putting on my heart was, when you give it to the Lord, you don't have to let it go, because it's been transferred from you to Him. That's the easy part. The harder part is the memories and the trauma and the PTSD and the pain and all of that, And I was struggling with that now, and you know, they prayed for me and put hands on me and all that stuff and everything and the whole 9. But Um, so yeah, and I feel like death, but the Lord has given me life and given me the strength, which is why I wear this, because this is like my theme song. And I should be dead, I should be giving up, I should be a lot of things, but the Lord has got me on a special path. Like everybody, we all have a special path. um, I guess it could be said that some stories are really amazing in a sense of like people that survive in like sub-zero temperatures, and like one lady was frozen and then she survived and her blood got warm again, like, and like they had the monitors on her but it wasn't responding or something like that. Just a miracle of what the Lord is able to do. So I guess it could be said that there are just some stories that get more attention, but we all of them should get attention on a mass scale, but that's just not that something that happens. But so that's why it's important to share your story wherever you can, share your testimony wherever you can, you know. But of course, my point is that the ones that are more dramatic, or however you want to say it, have more theater to them in a way, not in a disrespectful way to the Lord or nothing, but just like, you know what I mean, that draws people's attention, and that's amazing, because that's you know, I'm sure that's probably helping bringing more people to the Lord. And because basically those situations, you know, God's making the impossible, which is what the devil wants you to think, possible, which is what the Lord shows you. Like 50 Cent getting shot 9 times. I bet you probably 99% of people that get shot 9 times are not here with us. I don't want to put that out there, but I just would think that that's the case, because one wrong bullet anywhere could hit an artery or a vein and you bleed out, right? Or even if you have care, you could still die from like the leg or arm or something, right? So yeah, God is good, man. Oh, hey brother, God bless you. I'm gonna start using that Babbel thing to do Spanish. It's probably gonna take me a couple years to learn. Anyways, what I was gonna say was I got my paper here for my rent. It's past due. It's $870. Right here, I got it right here so I can show y'all. It's right there. It's $870. My internet bill is $89.99. I just say $90. They do the $99 to make you think you're getting a better deal when it's the same difference. It's a penny off. Come on now. Add up all the 99s that you've spent, and then add a penny, or add a penny to all the things you bought that were $99.99 or not had the 99 at the end, and tell me how much more it was a savings. Like it's a joke. But anyway, my phone bill's $29.99. So that's what 90. No, 90 and 30 is $120. My rent is $870, so it's what, $990, I think. I can definitely get the late fee waived off of the $70, but I haven't asked for that to be waived off in years. But I only do it if I really need to. But since money's tight and everything, that would be. I know they'll do that for me. I mean, because my rent's 31. It's going to be 31 days past due by the time I pay it. But hopefully I can pay it today. But so that just shows you how much that they're working with me on. Because they know how sick I am and stuff. And she knows I always pay my rent one way or another. And I haven't done nothing illegal or nothing like that, or nothing of, whatever to get it paid. But so she knows I'm a man of my word. But anyway, I'm going to put a post on the Reddit. I think it's called Borrow. But I got my taxes filed right on time, and I got everything set. I just gotta wait to see when I'll get the return, but I guess it'll be kind of soonish. Um, well, the funny thing is, by the first of the following month, my rent's going to be due again, but that's okay. I'll get that taken care of because of my tax return. And I should get a disability decision paper for an appointment for a court date with the judge, with the Social Security office sometime next, or this coming month, or next month. I'm going to send a synopsis of what's been going on from the time that I saw basically this whole year. I'm going to send a synopsis of my health because things have gotten really crazy. Been to the hospital like 3 or 4 times for my back and all this other stuff, but my nerve was starting to hurt real bad, so I need to get off here. I need to do DoorDash, but I should have been doing DoorDash like at 8 or 9 o'clock when I woke up instead of coming to church, but y'all keep making excuses that y'all ain't got time for the Lord, but the Lord's always had time for you, and some of y'all are ungrateful and don't even know that. Not trying to put you down, I'm just trying to call you out on it, because what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. And yeah, see, my dash just in it because it gives you so long after you schedule it before it takes you off it, but hopefully that doesn't count against me because I didn't actually get it started. But I have like a 95% acceptance rate or higher, and I actually have a 5-star rating. I didn't realize that because I don't look at that stuff, but like, I know what I do is solid. I'm a great worker, and I know my worth, and I know what I'm capable of. I know how I operate. That's why I don't care about numbers or whatever the heck. Anyways, I'm gonna send all this stuff to my lawyer. I'm gonna do a video, and then I'm gonna write down everything, and then I'm gonna read it so they'll have it in order with the dates and stuff, and that'll help strengthen my case. So the point is I should be getting the decision either next month or maybe in March. That'd be the great birthday present because my birthday's in March the 6th. All my birthdays have been absolute trash and garbage, so hopefully I actually have a good one for once in my life in a long time. Anyways, so that's got a lot on my mind. I'm trying to think of what I was trying to say. And then I'm about to get affiliate on Twitch in about like a week or two. One of my best friends that we were roommates, he's the soldier. He's a veteran, honorably discharged from the Army after 9/11. Gigantic. Shout out to all of our veterans, all of our soldiers, and everything. Thank y'all for everything you do, and including the families from home. It's not just our people on the field and everything, and all over the world, but it's also the families. But he was telling me how to get affiliate because of what I was doing, and like my Iron Man streams of like 14 to 36 hours, 36 was the max. The Iron Man streams were actually hurting me because the viewers were peaking, and then some of the viewers were dropping off, obviously, because I'm on at like ungodly hours and people are asleep or whatever. But don't just think that because I haven't worked since my leave of absence back on last January the 5th of 2020. Well, January 5th of 2022. I had the 6 months of disability, but they waited they made me wait 6 months, you guys, to pay my rent. They made me wait 6 months to pay me my money, and my lawyer said that as soon as I told him who I had, he said, "Oh yeah, they're really shady and stuff," and he's had to sue them a lot for not paying his customers. So that's what happened, or his clients. So it was going to go to the Supreme Court. It was in litigation for a year and a half. if we took it to trial and we would have settled out of court, but it would have got so high that it would have had to go to the Supreme Court, but it didn't come to fruition. And then after that, Chewy sent me something saying, we need you to send substantiated documents showing that your long-term disability is valid, or you could be separated from employment. Which I don't know why they sent that, because that's an oxymoron. It's like y'all just got the information from Unum that they said because of a pre-existing condition, I'm not eligible to go from short to long term. Which the same week I got approved for short term, I said I know I need to go into long term because of my condition. And at that point, I'd had my brain disease for 7 years, and that's not even including my other stuff. But they said that it was good. And then when it came time to roll over from short to long term, I had some lady that was the worst, most meanest, most cold-hearted, most non-empathetic. Like, she refused to answer a simple question. I said, what would have been the time frame that I would have been eligible, where the pre-existing condition wouldn't have been an issue? So, like, what was like the date that it says I was ineligible, and what's the date I would have been eligible? So, like a day apart, right? She wouldn't answer that. And I said, are you incapable of answering a yes or no question? And you're saying that you're supposed to be my health coordinator, advocate or something, and you're not advocating for me or nothing. You're just a cold-hearted person. So literally, I got stuck with the most terriblest person possible, that was my luck. But anyway, I'm still gonna write a letter to the Better Business Bureau and everybody in Unum. And then I asked to talk to her, the CEO or whoever was the highest up, and she's like, "Oh, they're not available. They're in a meeting." Come on, sis. I've worked everywhere, white and blue collar and everything, and I know that everybody's available. At Spectrum, you can talk. You talk to me. I'm the regular person. You talk to the supervisor, then you talk to the manager, then you talk to the regional manager, then you talk to the whatever, and then you talk to the vice president, and then you can talk to the president. Trust me, these people do talk, okay? So don't let these people lie to you and tell you that. They're just wanting to not get in trouble because they know how they're mistreating you and taking advantage. I'm getting a little bit off topic, but I'm trying to explain to you my money situation and stuff, and things are looking up finally. But so that didn't happen, and so Huey sent me that paper on like the 2nd of December. They said they wanted it by the 8th or 10th or whatever. The date doesn't matter, but so then they sent me something like on the 15th or something telling me that I was laid off, and then it had been a while, like a week went by, yeah, and then I filed for unemployment because they sent me the thing. And so basically I had to file for unemployment out of necessity because I have no income, right? And so I talked to the lady the other day, and it's taken like, it was in there for like a week, and I was like, okay, it takes like a week. You have the bye week, and then usually the following week or a week and a half later after the bye week, which is the waiting period they hold you on, you get like it goes green. It goes from under review to green. It didn't do that, so I was like, oh, it took about a week. So about like the 8th day or so, I called, and they kept saying that it's got to be adjudicated, which I understand, and I just never made any progress. And they said, oh, well, if you're denied, we'll send you something in the mail. Never got nothing in the mail. So either it's getting approved, or, because trust me, if they send you something in the mail, you're going to get it quick, okay? My mail comes real fast. I never have a problem getting mail. And so I called the other day, last week, and she was like, yeah, you'll have to appeal it. And I asked her, I said, I just don't want to waste my time. I just want to know if it's going to be approved or not. And she said, oh, because it's a leave of absence thing and all that's involved, you got to appeal it. I said, baby, I'm not appealing it. I'm not going to waste my time. You know, I didn't think it was going to get approved anyway, but I've never had a leave of absence thing like that happen. It was always like, well, other stuff, I don't know. But anyway, so the point I'm at now, I'm going to, so with the tax refund, I can pay back if somebody loans me the $1,000 to pay my rent of the $870 and the $120 of my internet and phone, because my internet gets cut off tomorrow, and my phone gets cut off on the 1st, and without those I can't reach my doctors or anybody at all, and I can't make any money because I can't even do DoorDash to make whatever money I can there, and I can't reach anybody, so I'm literally stuck, right? So and then I don't have car insurance because that lapsed because I didn't have enough donations on my GoFundMe. That's been up for like 2 years. I've only got like $4,200 in donations, which I'm grateful for all that. But I have no social media presence, so when I post things, very few people see it. And the majority of people that do see it and they comment, they're like, "Oh, I wish I could donate, but I can't." So it's kind of like I'm just not reaching the right sector of people, right? But it ain't no different than somebody else that doesn't have a lot of following, right? It's the internet's extremely, from an algorithm point of view, is very competitive and oversaturated, and especially GoFundMe's too. But anyway, if anybody wants to loan me the $1,000, I can send you all the proof for my my tax return, my W-2, my license, and I'll need to redact some of the private stuff, right? But I can send all that to you. And then it says something about getting your tax refund 5 days early, so it might come earlier, but it usually comes early for me. But it's been accepted and all that. I just got to get the confirmation of like the return date, which I'm assuming will probably be like, it's usually like in the middle of February. It's maybe the end of the February, like closer to the end of February or something like that. But I don't know exactly when you were able to start filing, but I just saw it on my email, so I put it in there. All I have is the $3,000 I got from my disability from Unum for the short term, and I had like, I don't know, like $3,000 or $6,000 or something like that from the Chewy before I started on my leave. So that's all I had. So I have an extremely simple return, which I always have. It's individual 1040. And my adjusted gross income for last year was $20,551. And you have to have that because you had to file the previous, you have to have the AGI of the previous year to confirm on TurboTax at least your identity and for the government. Because if you don't have that, like if you just put 0 and you've worked, then your claim is going to get denied by the IRS because all your stuff has to match up. So double check that's correct. But I'm using enough gas here to sit and but I have an iPhone. I've done the Apple Pay before, so if you want to do the Apple Pay, that would be great. I would prefer that, but my rent's due on the 31st, or I'll be evicted on the 1st. So, I mean, obviously, I'm gonna do what I gotta do to not get evicted. Worst case scenario, I can pawn pretty much like everything I have of value, which is like my computer, both of my computers, or actually one of my computers, my PS3, my PS4, my controllers, my PS4 camera, yada yada yada. So, and then when my tax return comes, I can get it back out. But that's from a health standpoint and everything. I'm extremely sick, and I can barely vacuum a little part of my apartment. It's only like 1,000 square feet. It's a 1 bedroom, 1 bath. Or scoop 8 litter box. Sometimes, like today, I scooped 2 because I had enough energy. But I've got like 0 energy, like at all. Like it's crazy. That's why I'm always drinking all the time, because I need the energy for caffeine, because I have chronic fatigue syndrome from my Crohn's disease. Plus, I get a lack of nutrients from consuming drinks and food, because that's a symptom of Crohn's. And plus, most of my right colon's been resected, so I don't really know what that does, but I just don't be paying attention to stuff. I just get up and go. And I haven't been eating. I've been just taking all my medicine. I've been eating like this last 3 or 4 days, and I'm really sick. Like, I got indigestion, I got constipation, I got diarrhea, I got nausea, I got headaches, my back is killing me. I'm getting referred to a chiropractor soon. My doctor took down my information for the Dr. Wang, my pain doctor. I forgot about that. She took down my information of my scans and stuff from Dr. Rice. She's gonna get me set up with some back injections. I said that, yeah. But if anybody wants to donate or loan me that money, like as soon as possible, like preferably today or tomorrow, we can talk on FaceTime or Discord or Zoom. That's definitely something that needs to be done face to face. If you want me to sign something legally binding or whatever, just for your own peace of mind, I can do that. But I'm a man of my word, and I've got references of people that, if you want them to get in the Discord with you too, to, you know, like a character witness, that's totally fine. If not, if you can donate on the GoFundMe, I don't know if you donate today if I would get it in time. Usually, the most it takes is like, the quickest is like 3 days that the GoFundMe money would come in, but it's the 28th, 28, 29, 30, 31. Yeah, you would probably have to you'd have to donate today, the $1,000 today, or I'd have to get $1,000 today to get it in time. Otherwise, I wouldn't get it till the 1st, and that's not helpful. That's all I wanted to say. So I'm doing DoorDash now. I got $43 yesterday for 4 hours. I was supposed to DoorDash all day yesterday, starting at 8 o'clock until midnight, but my energy bottomed out again, and I wasn't safe to drive, and so I had to go to sleep and rest. I got up like 2 or 3 times. I tried to do it at like 10 and 2 and scheduling it 4:30, and I woke up, it was like 5:30 or something. And so I did it around like 6 o'clock or so. But I'm DoorDashing all day today. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians 4:13. And always pray and never give up. Daniel 18:1. But yeah, leave a comment. You can email me on carnagious@icloud.com. My Discord is, I think it's Carnagious, or Carnagious with a C, just like it is on YouTube. Pound 7400, I think it's what it is. Or I can give you my phone number or whatever. But if y'all could help out with that, if you want to loan the money, that's great. I'm gonna put it on the Reddit /Reddit/borrow subreddit. I don't know if that's legit or not, but I'll look into it. That could be a possibility. But either way, I'm gonna do what I gotta do, because the baby's gotta have a place to live and all that. And always take care of it, you know. But I'm sticking with the Lord, doing the right thing to maintain, and I'm not, you know, doing no OnlyFans or whatever stuff that I was thinking, or the Chatterbait or whatever stuff I was thinking about doing, which I was like, I know I can make all the money in the world and not ever have to worry about money again, but that's not a good look as a Christian and as a follower of the Lord, and the Lord was telling me to not do that. So, but anyway, if you can't, like I said, if you can't, or if you aren't able to loan the money, or if you can loan any money, actually, I think it doesn't have to be the whole thing. I'll pay you back as soon as the refund comes in. But if you can't loan the money, then you could donate to the GoFundMe. If you can't do that, then you could share the GoFundMe. I don't know how many people are going to see this, but this is like a situation of homelessness or not, and just hypothetically, if I was to be homeless, is like non-recoverable situation, because I've had to, you know, suffer immensely, stuff you wouldn't imagine. I tell people like 2 or 3 of my stories like that are kind of like they're not even that serious, really like Disney rated as far as like craziness goes, and they're like, so I ain't even got to the deep level yet of the iceberg. But anyway, the Lord put me through it to tell y'all that He's real and He loves you just as much as He loves me. And if somebody like me can make it, then you can make it, no matter if you've been through the same or a little bit or the middle or nothing at all. It doesn't even matter. It ain't about anything other than giving the glory to God, and that's real. We all go through things. Some of us just go through more than others. But anyway, let me know. But yeah, if you watch this, if I got 500 views, please do 500 shares. That's for real, because this ain't no joke. This is real life. You know what I mean? But just so you know, I'm actually at the church. I'm at the church. So I used to live right there in that room. Like, you go in that building, open the door. On the left is the children's Bible study. You open that door and go on the right, and that's where the big classroom is, and that's where I lived at. But if you can donate anything, please do. And I love you guys. God bless you.